Alright, chat. Alright. This went viral. This went giga mega viral. Let's read it. Okay. I know this is unpopular, but it will always be unattractive for a grown man to play video games. Some women might be understanding or pretend like
Still
they
glad
don't.
to be here. Favorite fire.
Sorry, I literally I lose my train of thought. I'm sorry. I skipped it. Thank you for the 15 months. Anyway, let me restart. Hold on. I know this is unpopular, but it will always be unattractive for a grown man to play video games. Some women might be understanding or pretend like they don't care that you spend hours playing, but they do. Bitch, who? What? It is extremely unattractive to women and will never not be. I'm not saying this to attack men, by the way. I'm just speaking objectively here. This went mega viral, by the way. Like, almost 12 million views? 12 million point 35,000? That's insane. Like, I would be fine with this if she wasn't speaking in absolutes. Again, like saying, oh, some women might be coping and, you know, they pretend like you don't care. It's like, actually, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, but the fact that she assumes that every single woman on the planet hates when guys play video games is at best rage bait and at worst, unironically, criminally stupid. Like, if this is rage bait, it's wildly successful rage bait, but something tells me it's not. And she actually genuinely thinks like this. How very original. Does she have any more trash opinions? I don't know. I mean, everybody's allowed to have their opinion, but to say in absolutes, if she said, I don't find this attractive, I don't like this, and I never will, and I won't pretend to, I wouldn't comment on this. I wouldn't. Sorry, it's your opinion. I'm not gonna shit on you for it. I don't know, maybe something I don't like is guys not showering. Okay, like, whatever. So that's your fucking opinion. It's like this classic, like, I think this thing, so everyone like me must think this thing as well. And that's literally just not how the world works. Sorry. Objectively, she doesn't know what objectively means. Yeah, I know, that's why she's speaking in absolutes, but she's speaking for everybody, which is just clearly false. It's stupid as fuck. All sense of rationality and reason goes away when the topic of men playing video games is brought up. The men turn into raging irrational feminists over it. It needs to be studied. That's retarded! You have women saying it to you too! What? This is insane. Read this. Blah, blah, blah. I commented, Asma commented, Savvy commented. Everybody was tearing them up into Elena, Kang Ming. There's nothing wrong with men playing video games as a hobby. It's funny, man. This is neither objective nor a good take. Addiction in their family does one thing, but a man having a hobby he enjoys is important. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like everybody that I follow pretty much like said the same thing. Like, you're speaking in absolutes. You can't fucking say that shit, man. Like, first of all, let's point out the obvious. Like, not every woman thinks this. I would argue not even a majority of women think this. I'm gonna give you anecdotal evidence. I grew up playing WoW. I grew up playing a lot of video games, but mainly primarily WoW. I was in many guilds. I've met many people, made many friends over the years of all varying ages. Unironically, like, more of my friends online ended up finding boyfriends or girlfriends in game than my IRL friends found boyfriends and girlfriends. That absolutely plays a role in how, like, meeting online is, like, the #1 way to meet your significant other or partner by far in, like, current year. I would honestly argue that it's probably even more popular than fucking stupid apps. Boyfriends? Well, I mean, I don't discriminate. I'm just saying. We have many married couples in our WoW guild? Yeah, I think that's very common. I'm sure there's a chart of it somewhere. Like, I bet if I just Google it, I could find it. Let me Google it. Top ways to meet your significant other graph. How couples meet. Oh, here we go. How heterosexual couples meet. How couples meet, share the homosexual and heterosexual couples meet. There's one on Reddit. r/data is beautiful. And then it links to an article. Let me see. This was in January of 13th. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll use this. Why not? Crazy. How couples meet, where most couples find love in 2026. Where do most couples meet? Couples meet online. Look at that. Look at that. Surveyed 6,500 people. Wow, that's crazy. Boom, this is it, bro. Like, now, obviously, this is gonna include dating websites, I think, where people have dating profiles and meet, by the way. But this also includes people who just ended up in a dungeon group together on a video game, on Final Fantasy, or World of Warcraft, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That happens all the fucking time. So very clearly, a lot of women don't actually give a shit if you play video games. Because guess what? They fucking play them too. Why do you think, like, people farm Valorant clips of talking to e-kittens and shit? You immediately, also, this is another thing. You immediately have something in common, like a common hobby that you can interact with, that you both enjoy, and it's not like one of them is forcing you to do it, right? One of my buddies met his wife from Wildgale, still married 12 years for 12 years with 2 kids. Yeah, I know. It's so disingenuous to say in absolutes, like, oh, it's just women pretending to, like, deal with your video games. Like, no, they don't, you dumbass. The fuck? Like, that leads also to me to my second point. This retarded thought process. Sorry, I didn't rub my eye. This retarded, like, thought process that women hate men playing video games is, like, at a complete odds with the women are gamers too movement. You know what I'm talking about? Or whatever it's called. Like, we've been getting clubbed over the head for the last 10 years by people and game development studios and Twitter, like, making games that were made for men be more inclusive to women. Like, this is literally Schrodinger's female gamer. Simultaneously, women love gaming, and gaming needs to be fundamentally changed to be more inclusive to women, but at the same time, all women hate gaming? Like, what are you talking about? What? Oh, it's so fucking weird and unattractive when men play games. Like, it makes zero fucking sense, which is why it's so retarded to say all women think this and they're just pretending to be okay with it. Like, this is my personal opinion. I think if you're a woman and you hate it when men play video games, you probably have unresolved childhood trauma. Like, okay, maybe you don't want a guy to play video games, but, like, to hate it, it's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, your parents didn't pay attention enough to you as a child, and then that lack of attention or feeling of being heard manifests as an adult in hating it when your boyfriend plays video games because they can't play ranked and listen to you at the same time. I would honestly argue, this is actually kind of a fucking funny point. I remember people saying that men that work on cars go outside and they don't talk to their wives. Like, it's a hobby. Do you realize that, like, you can go out there and interact with him? If anything, I would honestly argue that fixing up cars outside or in a garage, you have a chance to interact with them more so than if they're playing video games or playing ranked. Because you can't really disturb them. It's distracting. This is so stupid. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys the Asbrin reply too. The only women that need to compete for attention from men with video games are either fat, ugly, or annoying. Most of the time, all three. Imagine having boobs and losing to an Xbox. Every guy knows there are girls you'd pause your game for and girls you wouldn't. They always call him bald, but they never call him wrong, bro. They always say that shit, man. No, it's no true. Like, you'll pause the game if your chick's attractive enough. If you can, or you'll stop. Or even more so than this, honestly, girls you'd want to play video games together with. Like, I bet if I pulled my chat right now and asked the question, do you want a girlfriend that does or does not play video games with you? Probably more than 50% are gonna say they would prefer the one that would play video games with them. Or they don't care. Like, I'd be like, oh no, I don't want a girl that plays video games. I feel like that would kind of be like a dumb answer. If you don't care, I respect that too, but like, whatever. And that doesn't mean every single time, like, always, you've been condemned to never be able to game alone again. Like, you can play other games too. You can. She always has to play with you every single time, no matter what. That's not true. Like, just normal amount. Sometimes you sit down and you play this game or that game, and then you go back to doing whatever you want. You have preferences. Maybe you don't want to play the game that she's playing, or she doesn't want to play the game you're playing. Most guys would probably prefer that. You get to spend time together, doing something you enjoy. You're bonding, you're creating memories, you're giggling. Like, women that view video games as this bad thing that's competing with them for their boyfriend's attention, like, that's mentally ill to me. Because you want to know why? You take away the video games. If you take away the video games, she would bitch about cars, or he goes bowling once a week and hangs out with his friends, or I don't know, he goes and plays Dungeons and Dragons. That's cringe. Again, I would pose the question, bitch, are you for real right now, or are you just attacking video games because that's your trauma, like you really don't like it or something? Like, obviously, assuming that the guy is playing a normal amount and not ignoring his life to game 24/7. Probably her drama. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Savvy thing. Savvy's a married woman, by the way, and she says, this is a very popular opinion, but it is so unattractive when sub-mid married women try to tell other men what to do. Some men will smile and nod because lucky for you, most men don't have too high of a standard. It is extremely unattractive to men, though, when you look this frumpy barking about hobbies. It's honestly childlike. Like, if you find it unattractive when men do XYZ activity, that's fine. But to blanket statement, to say, like, all women think exactly the same way I do, and that's a fact. Like, you're just a complete retard. Like, no one made you the arbiter of what is and isn't acceptable and attractive hobbies. Like, what? What are we talking about? Ghetto Savvy. Yeah, no, I just think it's a normal take, bro. What is this? Kangmin says, if it's an addiction that takes the place of his primary responsibilities, then sure. But there's nothing wrong with men playing video games as a hobby. I am not saying there's anything wrong with it. I am just saying that in general, women find it unattractive. That's simply not true. I know that there are women who find it unattractive, but every girlfriend I had didn't mind or played with me. Look at this shit. She's literally doubling down, even though he's disagreeing with her. By the way, I'm pretty sure he follows her. Yeah, he follows her. So he's disagreeing with her and is like, you can't just say it in absolutes. Like, say, no, women find it attractive no matter what, no matter how much or how little. Like, that makes no fucking sense. Every year, more and more women become gamers, like, statistically speaking. It's becoming more and more mainstream. Women groups operate as a hive mind, to be fair. No wonder that the one especially deranged about the hive mind thinks that all women are part of the same group. I just think the doubling down is just cringe as fuck. Like, you can't just, like, concede and be like, oh, well, maybe I find it unattractive. She's dealing in absolutes. She is. I mean, like, every year, there's more calls to make games more inclusive at this point. It doesn't even make sense. Which is an entirely different problem. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm just focused on this. But those like calls wouldn't exist in the first place if women hated gaming and it was like a majority women hating gaming and they all thought it was unattractive. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, man. It's only unattractive if they sacrifice responsibilities for gaming or are neglecting you. I love that my husband plays video games because it's more time together. We're cuddled up next to each other the whole time and either roasting his gameplay, drawing, or playing my own game on handheld. He has other hobbies like building things and martial arts, which is great, but I like the gaming a lot because it's our bonding time. You want to know what's happening here? Like, let me make sure everyone understands. Normal women think this way, right? Like, they think, okay, gaming's his hobby. I enjoy it when he's enjoying himself. I like to spend time with him on the couch or sometimes like play video games with him, right? That's like how a relatively normal woman, well-adjusted, will view like unproblematic gaming. And I'm not talking about like gaming addiction. Again, I have to emphasize that, right? Like, they view gaming negatively from the get-go, bro. The OP, I mean, right? They're so mentally ill that they never get to that point. They view it negatively from the start, and they're outspoken about how they fucking hate it. And they want you to stop. And because of that, they never get anywhere close to just like relaxing on the couch and unwinding and learning to appreciate that it's an opportunity to spend time together. It's so fucking weird. Since my dream a girl wants to game with me. Yeah, or like spend time with you. She's not even playing the game with you. She's just hanging out near you like a cat. You know, like cats, you can put down a like a soft bed on your table and then they go there because they like it. They want to spend time with you. It's not like they don't have anywhere else to go. People still play on couches. Yeah, if you play a console. I don't think it's weird. I don't know, I think it's weird. Someone send in something. Hold on. Oh, did Count Dankula? No fucking way. Count Dankula responded to this? It's never just video games. They have a problem with you having literally any hobby that you spend time on. And the real reason they hate is simple. They don't like you having time that isn't dedicated to them. Bro, that's crazy. And you know what's weird? Like, this is essentially what I've been saying. Like, this unresolved childhood trauma or growing up from either not getting enough attention or from the opposite, getting way too much attention. Like, both of these things lead to women feeling like they need to be the center of attention all the time. And then thus, by proxy, video games or any other hobby becomes like a competitor that they feel like they have to beat. Right? That makes sense. Sorry to snitch out the homies. If your man would rather do his hobbies than spend time with you, it's most likely because you're either miserable to be around and the hobbies are an escape from you. The Foyds have found this are just calling me names because my statement is true. They can't argue against it. They're very angry at how true it is. I don't know. You know, I always... maybe this is just because like I actually had a father figure in my life. I remember, and this is gonna sound really traditional, but like, my mom would literally go out of my way because I was younger than my brother and my brother was older and he was usually out of the house doing stuff. But when I was growing up and I was a little kid, I remember my dad would come home and my mom would literally tell me like, shh, be quiet. Like, not telling me to shut the fuck up because that's abusive. But she'd be like, shh, like, put your indoor voice on, be really quiet. If you're gonna play with your Barbies, I'm gonna shut the door, maybe for like 30 minutes to an hour. Can you please be quiet? Because my dad would come home and he's stressed out of his fucking mind. He goes and sits down, wants to like, I don't know, watch some TV. He would go watch the Wimbledon or some shit because he liked it. He liked watching pool as well. And it's like, I get it. Like, guys undergo all this fucking stress. Maybe the hobby is like, you need to decompress so that you don't fucking explode. Maybe eat. I don't know. And it's not like he doesn't love me. It's that, like, he would need some time to get away from me or my mom we would be quiet. We wouldn't like go out of our way to like yell or scream at each other. And it's like a stable family dynamic, because afterwards my dad would like be like, "Oh, sweetie, what are you doing today? Oh, it's been like an hour. He needs a little bit of alone time." And then afterwards I get to, you know, walk up to him, and it's like we're just having a conversation. Everybody needs time to chill out from work. I need time to chill after stream. I literally have to lay on the yoga mat or in my bed and just like, I don't know, decompress. Because I've been yapping for 5 fucking hours. Non-stop, pretty much. I'm not to say that like my job is stress or anything. It's not, like, in comparison to other people. But I'm just saying, I need a little bit of time where I just don't fucking have to deal with anything. Yeah, you need a moment to switch gears, and that's completely fine. It's normal. Oh, what is this? The face of a woman whose husband waits 15... This is what I'm talking about! Husband waits 15 minutes in the car after work before going inside. He doesn't even... My parents, like, they had the dynamic of it just being... He walks in the door, little kid is playing in her room, playing with Barbies, and my mom was like cooking dinner and it's really quiet. At least for like 20 minutes. My dad wasn't abusive. My parents weren't abusive. They didn't tell me to shut up. They just respected each other's space. And my mom would be the one controlling the situation with me and trying to make me as quiet as possible within reason. Like it's like telling a dog to go into its crate and like chew on a bone. Yeah, it's fine. Like who gives a fuck, right? I want to get out of my work clothes, get a cold drink and sit for like 20 minutes after work. Exactly. I'll get myself a freaking sody pop or something. Just chilling. SmugAlana plays. Like, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Just gotta chill the fuck out. Let people fucking enjoy things, bro. No, you have to fucking pay attention to me 24/7. Read. I literally cannot see myself not dating a gamer. Gaming is so woven into who I am that I would not have anything to talk about with you for an extended period of time. That's probably sad on my end, but shrug. I think this sentiment is common. Like I was saying earlier, every year more and more women become gamers because it becomes more mainstream statistics, right? It'll become more and more commonplace. Here's another example that I didn't touch on earlier. I talked about like how men and women meet on video games, and that's how a lot of people end up dating, right? But what I didn't talk about is how I've also seen 2 people start dating, and then over time the guy converts the girl who had previously never played video games into being a gamer, whether it's like, oh, Animal Crossing or freaking Pokemon games or whatever the fuck. I've seen that unfold a few times in my life. I think it's less common, obviously. Maybe you just don't like video games, whatever, you didn't grow up with it, right? I think it's less common, but it does happen. And again, that would be impossible if all women hate gaming inherently. True, I know one. Yeah, I'm sure. You probably just had someone play Pokemon or some shit. Enjoyment is not allowed. This is all so trauma dumpy and weird. My wife and I have played video games together since 1999. Oh, that is so cute. In the first months of dating, she bought a PS1 so we could play together whenever it came over to visit. Oh, that is so cute. We've been playing with our kids for 19 years. Opinion hereby invalidated. Chat, what if she was like I said literally 2 seconds ago? What if she was one of those that didn't play games and she wanted to like at least try? Like, she wanted to just, like, you know, hang out with him. It's so cute. There's just a wholesome... Dude, I know. Isn't this adorable? I know. It's just, like, what's wrong with that? And by the way, honestly, I think that getting into video games is a lot easier than getting into cars and having to watch your husband take apart cars as a girl. Like, video games, at least to some semblance, are a little bit more easy. They're not complicated like cars can be. Yeah, or sports, yeah. I saw a bunch of comments like this. Like, I will be marrying a man that plays video games, by the way. True. Because, you know what you do as a girl? You'd make him tank or something. Or be the best so that you don't have to play with randoms. Yeah. Cars are easy, come on. Yeah, sure. I think video games are easier, bro. Yeah, just, I don't know. Go marry someone that freaking plays video games, man. It's not that fucking hard. And if you don't like that, then that's fine. I personally refuse to get into a relationship with a man who has no interest in video games. That is literally my #1 criteria, You should have something in fucking common, bro. Like, something. Not everything, right? Like, maybe he likes this a little bit more than you two, or maybe you're into bikes and he's into scooters. I don't know, man. I feel like when you're pounding into each other, when you're butting heads and you're constantly fighting about what to do, there becomes like this friction. Pounding. I meant butting heads. I don't know, like, what if you're a guy that doesn't want a girl that plays video games? That's fine, too. I'm not here to shit on you or anything like that. I know that the vast majority of the people that watch me probably love video games. Like, let's say it statistically. Like, you're watching a fucking VTuber. You probably play video games to some extent. But there are also people that just don't. And that's fine. It's a preference. This is an elder millennial Gen X hang-up. No one under 35 has a problem with this. Me and my fiance game together all the time. I don't know. It depends on your culture. In some cultures, it's not seen as, like, valuable to spend your hobby time, you know, playing video games. However, I do think the older you get, because it's not as common. Depends on the millennial, too. Yeah, no, I think there is a correlation between being older and not being into video games, because video games weren't around by then. I'm 40 when people my age are fine with gaming. That's irrelevant because that's anecdotal. I think as you are older, there are less people that were into video games when they were growing up, because as technology progressed and it became more accessible to have video games and buy them, that bracket goes down, obviously. Yeah, video games were for nerds at some point. Same with Dungeons and Dragons. If you were a Dungeons and Dragons nerd back in the 1980s, that was frowned upon. Now it's far more acceptable because it's more, you know, it's more in mainstream media. There's shows about it. Everybody talks about it on Twitter. Like, it's more acceptable. Like, even if, I'm not trying to discredit your personal experience, I'm just saying you have a bias because you probably surround yourself with people that think like you. That's why I try to be a little bit more, you know, open-minded, I guess, or, like, more critical of my perception, right? I got my ribs kicked in the early 90s for being a D&D nerd. Yeah, well, it's the same with anime as well. That's also with anime. When I was into anime, when I was in the I think it was like 2009, I found my first anime on YouTube or something, and I fell in love with it. And I started drawing chibis at school. I got fucking bullied for it. It is what it is. And then in 2012 and 13, when Attack on Titan popped off, the same thing happened and it exploded, right? Yeah, I was bullied for a little bit. And then it became mainstream. I had to have my anime shit from high school. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody went through it. And get mainstream or so in 2012. Yeah, I think the big one that for me personally was when everybody started talking about Attack on Titan. I was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. Yeah. And now you are the anime. Yeah, if I could see myself now, I'd be sick. I'd be like, look at you. I do think when a girl is attracted to a guy, everything he does is amazing, and she loves his hobbies because they're a part of him. Henry Cavill is a gamer and girls love him. Yeah, and he's also attractive. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring this up, like, as a gotcha, but, like, the guy is a fucking muscly hunk. He's an actor. He's rich. Like, yeah, being attractive helps. Absolutely. Truce is the straight guy. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people in my chat. They're like, yeah, he's a fucking Giga Chad. Yeah, he's assembling it. He's assembling his own PC. He talked about how he played the Witcher games. He loves Warhammer. Yeah. That's his main selling point, is extremely attractive. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm just trying to say. Girls love him and are willing to overlook it if you're an attractive nerd. I don't know. I think it's dumb. He plays WoW. I think, yeah, you're right. I think he did play WoW. You said it in an interview. But anyway, I think this bitch... again, people are saying that this is rage bait, but I'm like, is it though? I don't think so. I think it does track that she would unironically think like this. And honestly, in a way, I kind of respect her trauma dumping like this and doubling down, because she's not rage baiting. She's not rage baiting. She unironically thinks this, and I actually kind of respect it more because she's not rage baiting. Are you calling her a retard? I think it's a little bit of both. I think she is a retard, but I also think she unironically thinks this way, and it's not like she didn't post this for money, for engagement bait, because she does reply to a lot of people. Yeah, like she does. She is. And she's trying to reason with them, and people are like, hey, can you like fucking be reasonable, bitch? And she's like, no. I think she's an idiot.